Welcome, welcome. Today is day 1 and we are focusing on weeks 4 through 6. And remember, you're gonna repeat this workout for the next 3 Mondays or whatever day is your first day of the week. So let's get started. We are going to focus on our glutes for the warm up a little bit, and then our shoulders, and just warm our whole body up. Okay, all right, let's get started. Down to the floor for glute bridge. Remember, I want you to focus on activating those glutes because we are going to be using them in the workout. Ready? Make sure that your abs are zipped up, so that means there's no space between you and the floor with your back. Ready? Let's get up. And 1. Squeeze at the top. 2. 3. You're focusing on feeling that. 4, you probably have to feel your bottom to make sure that it's squeezing. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Awesome. All right, band pull aparts. So get your band. You can either use a loop band like this, or you can just use a long band. Okay, ready? We're gonna get in 10 of these, and I want you to really squeeze your shoulder blades, okay? And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, I told you that there's a difference between you just going like this and then you really focusing on tightening and squeezing those muscles back there, okay? You want to have that mind-muscle connection and feel that muscle actually contracting. All right, inchworm push-ups, you know, this is my favorite one. Down, and we're gonna do 5 wide, 5 regular, 5 narrow. So wide hands and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crawl up, reach to the sky, and crawl down. Regular. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you're doing those push-ups, your glutes, your abs, your shoulders, everything is engaged, okay? All right, ready? Down for narrow. So my glutes are tight, my back is straight, and that's whenever you're gonna go down, so you have more of a tight plank. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's still a struggle, but I used to only be able to do those on my knees. Awesome. Now we've got body weight squats. So I want you to just get in this position for now. We'll do our squats in just a second. And I want you to really just focus on moving your legs all around and your heels and just stretching everything. My calves are sore because I have not been doing like plyos and jumping and doing more of that high impact because I've been working on my strength and doing straight sets. So I really have been enjoying this. All right, come up. I want you to grab your toes and I want you to come down and up. Squat pull. Let's do 5 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now come up slowly. We're gonna just go into 10 body weight squats and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Also, same thing in the warm-up. I'm not just going down and up, okay? When I'm going down, I am feeling my glutes And when I'm coming up, I'm tightening my quads and then I'm squeezing my glutes when I come up. I'm not going like this and coming up and squeezing. I'm just tightening them, okay? And so when I'm coming back up, then I'm tightening my quads and my glutes. So focus on that during our workout today, where you're really focusing on that specific muscle that we're contracting, okay? Let's get started. We've got Bulgarian split squats. Whew. Right on the start for this. This is, Bulgarians. These are always a tough one for me. I used to start out with just body weight. So I've progressed to heavier weight. That is a good thing. That's what you want to do in these programs, is to progress your weight. All right, Bulgarians, and then, I know you're going to hate me, but then we have split squats, okay? If you do not want to do the jump, then what you can do is you can do the pulsing, or you can just step back and come up, okay? This one's gonna be a tough one. Right out of the hat, right? Okay. I'm going to use, I'm still gonna use the 10s. Obviously, like I said, I'm doing workouts outside of this, so I don't want to overstrain my muscles. So, you need a bench. Let me get my hair right, because it fell when we were doing the jumping. Okay, so whenever you are sitting, you're sitting on the edge of the bench, we're gonna stick that right leg forward, come up, then that back leg, the left leg, is going to be on the bench. And you're gonna come down, and you're gonna go toward the bench back, okay? You can hinge more, that's gonna give you more of the glutes. And if you're standing straight up, that's gonna give you more of the quads, okay? So you can do this with body weight. If you still have trouble with just the body weight, use something. Get next to something to where you're using that support. And that is okay, okay? But we wanna just keep progressing and pushing yourself to either more reps or more weight. You guys ready? Let's get started. Right leg forward. We've got 8 on each leg, and then we've got the split squat afterwards. Ready? Let's go. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch legs and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. Right in to the split squat jump. I'm going to do a reverse lunge kick, okay? 6 on each side, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 down. All right, setting that timer. Sorry, didn't have my timer already set up. There we go. Get a drink. Awesome. Move around a little bit. Man, Bulgarians are always a tough one. When you are pushing back up, try to push through that heel. And then when you're coming up, you're really focusing on that back part of your glute, which is, it's hard for me to feel that muscle. So once you start feeling it and focusing on activating those specific muscles that you're working, you'll notice that it starts getting firmer and it starts changing. That's what you want to see, okay? You guys are doing amazing, especially if you've made it this far into week 4. That is awesome. Consistency is the key, not perfection, just being consistent, okay? All right, you guys ready for our second set? All right, get your weights. Right foot forward, step forward, and then down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, ready? I'm going to do the knee drives. You can do the pulse or you can do the split squat. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. Timer is on. Walk around. Whew. Heart rate is 125, not too bad. We have one more in this superset, and then this next one is a 3 try superset. So it'll be a bent over row, heel elevated goblet squat, and then a squat jump, okay? Whew. Good stuff, guys. Remember, if you cannot do the jump, then modify. Maybe do 3 of the jumps, and then the rest do just body weight squat. No impact, okay? We have 30 seconds. It doesn't mean that you have to cut it out totally, right? You can gradually build up to doing the higher impact. It's good for your bones. It's good for your muscles. It is really important for you to have that high impact. But if you have an autoimmune or something like that, it may be a little too much for you. So you may have to adjust and maybe do only one of the workouts where it's high impact. So one time a week, choose those plyos and do the high impact. The other 2 days, do the lower impact, okay? There's so many different ways to do these workouts. All right, you ready? This is our third superset, third exercise in the superset. Ready? We're going to, let's scoot this back a little bit so I can see my form. All right, right foot forward and stepping, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great job. Ready? And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The next week, you can increase it to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great job. All right. Whew. Okay. Now I'm going to move my bench because we're going to do bent over row. I'll show you how to do that. We're going to do heel elevated goblet squat. So I'm going to bring out my 10 pounds to put them on the floor. So we're going to be able to be in this position. Whew, that scarred me. Bent over row. It's going to look like this. You're hinging and you're squeezing your shoulder blades, okay? You're not just lifting like this. That does nothing. Coming up, squeezing, filling those muscles. For goblet, your weight is here. You're coming down and up. And then the third exercise, jump squat, or you can be here, okay? We have 20 seconds. This one's gonna be tough. But I know you got it. All right, y'all ready? Bent over rows are first. You ready? And down and come up. 1. We got 10 of these. 2, 3, squeeze. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, heel elevated goblet and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Squat jumps. Ready? 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Goodness gracious. That one's definitely gonna call for a 1.5-minute break. Whew. If you feel the need to do just the body weight squats without the jump in this one, go for it. Take your breather. If you have a watch that shows your HRV status and you see that you maybe are doing too much, like your body is not recovering, then I would suggest you not do the impact, okay? The jumping. So you just stay down on the ground and you're just coming up and down, just like squats rather than squat jumps. So if that HRV is declining, that means that your body is not recovering. That could mean that you don't need to change your workouts. That could mean that you need to sleep longer. That could mean that you're not getting enough fuel. That could mean that you're about to start your cycle. That could mean you're about to get sick. Whole bunch of scenarios, but you still want to see if that may be the case where you're not recovering well enough doing the impact, and you may have to not do high impact, okay? So just see what your body is doing and what it's telling you, okay? All right, we've got second set, and Get your weights. We've got bent over row, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Move right to goblet, heel elevated goblet, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Squat jumps or squats just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. We only have one more set of those. Way to go, guys. Awesome. Great job. Walk around, get a drink. Whew. Keep walking. Hopefully by now you've kind of been consistent with your protein. That is really the key. Some days I struggle with it too. It would be much easier if I just repeated the same thing every day. But sometimes it's not that easy. We have 30 seconds. Good job. So my best advice to you is maybe I keep my breakfast the same every day, so I know that I start off my day with 30 to 35 grams of protein each day. That is really helpful. Dinner is usually where I struggle. I usually get my breakfast, my lunch, and my snack is good to go. Dinner is where it kind of just gets different sometimes. If I don't have something prepared, all right, we've got our third set here. If I don't have something prepared, then I'm scrounging and making something up to get that 30 grams of protein, which is a lot harder, okay? So the meal prep is where that should fill in that gap, for me at least. Ready? Hinging, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, goblet. 1, tighten those abs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. I'm gonna move right into the squats. You can do jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. We got done with that one. That one was a tough one for sure. Okay, move those weights, and I'll tell you what's next. I was really consistent with the meal prep, and I would take it to, I would warm it up. Well, whenever you transport your kiddos after school, that's the hard part. I would already prep my meals prior to the week, warm it up, then head off to the practice. And then I would eat in the car and then go and sit during the practice. I need to get back on that schedule. It really was helpful. All right, reverse lunge to curl is what we got next, and then 6 frog jumps, okay? So you're gonna be here where you're stepping back one leg, you're coming up to curl, okay? We're gonna stay on that one side and we're gonna do 8 on one side. And then we've got a frog jump where it's here, you're going down like this, okay? If you cannot do the frog jump, then you can maybe stay here and do a pulse, okay? We've got 6 frog jumps and then 8 on each leg of the reverse lunge to curl, okay? Let's finish, okay? All right, really working those glutes today. Left leg back and curl, that's 1. 2, that timer's just gonna have to keep going. 3, 4, 5, 6, keep going. 7, 8, switch legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, Mr. Froggies, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna turn around. 5, 6. Awesome. Get a drink. I'm gonna fix this here. Our last one after this is going to be a ab exercise, if you want to stick with me, and it's just going to be 3 sets of an ab exercise. We have 1 minute left. So this one's a tough one today. So hopefully you can feel that you will be progressing each time in your heart rate, like it'll recover faster, or it will not go so high when you're doing the plyos, okay? So sometimes that can show that you're getting better when your heart rate is not going so high during the plyo, maybe in the beginning. So like let's say that maybe in this set, this superset, let's just say that this week my heart rate was at 55 once I finished that first set. The next week, if my heart rate is more at like 144 or 145, that means that I'm improving, okay? My heart is getting stronger, all right? So you really wanna focus on that as well, where your heart rate is coming down faster and recovering. All right, you guys ready for our second set? Reverse lunge curl to a froggy. Ready? We've got 8 on each side and back. 1. Touch that knee to the ground if you can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's try the pulse one. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would go higher. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I would do 12 of those because 6 is nothing. Good job, guys. We got one more set. And then We've got our abs, and then we're done. Whew. Great job. I was gonna tell you about the protein. I feel like the meals are the easiest to get your high protein. Breakfast is kind of hard. Adding egg whites is gonna get you there. Protein powder, protein drink, protein shake, those things, or adding in whey protein to your oatmeal. Those are gonna get you the higher protein. Or adding ground beef, ground turkey, lean cuts to your eggs, things like that. Turkey bacon, things like that for your breakfast. Lunch and dinner are pretty much easy whenever you get your lean ground meat as your protein. You can usually get up to 30 to 30 grams with that. It's the snacks. It's the snacks that are the troubling to get you high up there, okay? Yogurt is going to get you there, putting whey protein in the yogurt, having a protein shake. Those kind of things are gonna get you in that high protein range of the 30 to 35. All right, this is our last set here, and then we've got our ab exercise, okay? Let's finish. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. Let's do the 12 pulses and we're done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I didn't mean done with the workout. I meant done with that superset. Okay, for our ab exercises today, I've got a banded bicycle crunch. So this one is one of my favorites. You're gonna take your loop band, put it over the top of your feet, get down into like you're gonna do the bicycle crunch, which you are. No space between your back and the floor. You're gonna come up, get your feet ready, and your opposite arm to opposite elbow to opposite knee, okay? So that's gonna go just like this. Opposite elbow, opposite knee, okay? We are going to do 10 hard count. Ready? Let's go. 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. This is my light one. Yep. I've got the extra light one. It's a good one. Good job. Set the timer. We're just gonna do a minute on this one. Cancel. Okay, just a minute. So this one is working your hip flexors as well, which is really, really helpful for your back. So I really like it a lot. The first time I did it was very, very hard. So if you feel like that you are struggling with it, I want you to get as many as you can and then finish the rest with no band, okay? And as you keep going, I want that the reps with the band to be more and more each time. So let's say you did 5 reps with the band and then you finished the other 5 without the band. Next time I want you to do 6 reps with the band and then finish the rest without the band, okay? So that's how you do that. You don't just say, oh, I can't do it, I'm not going to do it. Because guess what? You're not gonna get better at it, right? Because you're not even trying. So you have to keep progressively overloading and keep working at it. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Good stuff, guys. We got one more, and then you're free. And my watch says 35 minutes. So this is gonna be under 40 minutes, which is awesome. Let me tie my shoe. And I'm noticing that I need to wash my shoes because I have spaghetti sauce on them. I literally will put like a couple of towels and then just throw my shoes in and put like OxiClean, and my washing machine will just totally make my shoes white again, which is awesome. All right, you guys ready? Turn this off. Get your band ready, in position. Let's finish. Always gotta make sure that my back is flat because I wanna arch it. So keep that back flat on the ground. No space. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoo! Great job, guys. You did amazing. And I'm so proud of you. I will see you on Wednesday or the next workout. Bye.